Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited that you are here. Happy New Year, happy 2020, happy new decade, just all the happy. I'm so excited to share in this new adventure with you guys because we are going to crush our goals this year. Now I'm ready for the best decade of my life so far, and I feel that it will be the best because I have grown, because I have matured, because I feel a lot more self-aware, and I am just excited because I feel a lot more focused. And that's what I want to share with you on this channel. Specifically this month in January, I have a lot of fun content planned around goal setting. I think this is so important to do because having vision, having 2020 vision is going to be so essential in moving us from where you are in this moment to actually achieving your goals and your daydreams and changing your vocabulary from it would be nice for me to do X, Y, or Z, or oh, one day I'd love to do X, Y, or Z, to I have this trip planned. I'm going to quit my corporate job so that I can work for myself on X date, to have those things concrete, to be able to move out of where you're living to the dream apartment that you have, or to find your life mate, or whatever it is that is your specific goal, or maybe all of those things are your goals. All of that is to say that I will be taking you through this month on a journey to get really, really clear about what you want in your life and how to actually make that a reality. So with that said, tonight's video is going to be a little bit about how I'm tracking self-care, because these types of practices are things that no matter what your big goals for your life are, or for your business or your relationships or whatever, self-care goals are really, really important. And I think that no matter what else is going on in your life, these things, whatever your self-care regimen is, because they're going to be different for you or for me, but I think prioritizing that no matter what is going on is going to be really, really important. So I did something at the end of December. I made a collage and I wrote down some intentions for that month. Now this month I've taken that up a notch, and I'll show you. I wrote down my January self-care goals here in this little, I guess this would be like a bullet journal-esque type of chart. And this is by no means pretty or anything like that, but it is very organized. I don't know if it's gonna focus. It doesn't look like it. Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna show you what I do here, and I do this for two reasons. The first one is, to me, I get motivated by being able to check off something at the end of the day. Like, how kids have those little chore charts and you get a gold star? To me, this is the adult equivalent of that. When I color something in that I did for that day, I'm like, yeah, that's something good to check off. It's something, even if it's something like take your vitamins, I check that off and I get that sense of satisfaction and completion by just coloring in a box for doing something good for me. And the other would be to track my habits and to see if I notice differences in my energy and things like that when I am being really consistent. You can just get a clear picture of what you're doing and how that is or is not connected to how you're feeling. So if that sounds like something that is interesting to you, something you might want to make, I am going to take you through my process of how I choose what's going to be on the list and what I do to keep it organized for me and my brain, because I am a visual learner. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, let's just get into it.
All right, you guys. So the first thing to do is to find a clean sheet of paper in your bullet journal, your notebook, whatever you will be using, and you're going to need a straight edge. So a ruler would be fine, but I just used this book I had on my desk. And I'm going to label what I will be tracking here. So this particular chart is going to be for my self-care habits for the month of January. And I'm just getting myself excited by writing Roaring 20s up here. And I'm also going to add my mantra for the month, and it's quite honestly been a mantra of mine now since Thanksgiving, I would say, and that is progress and not perfection. So I like having that there. That's a nice little reminder for myself. when I am logging my habits. So something that I am going to be doing is writing down all of the habits that I want to track first, so that I know how many sections I need to create. And I'm actually going to categorize these different habits by whether they are movement, nutrition, soul work, I call it, or other habits that I want to make sure that I'm forming and being consistent with. And this is just going to help me later when I'm color coding on my chart. So to give you an idea of some of the habits I'm tracking, you'll see in the movement category, I have marathon training and BOD. BOD stands for Beachbody On Demand, which is the workout program that I am using daily. And then I am also working on eventually running a half marathon, hopefully this year. And then you'll see too in the intake or food category, I'm logging my water, my superfood smoothie, my vitamin intake, and just making sure I'm following my nutrition plan that is included in the workout program that I am using. And then I also have soul work here, so that would be yoga, priming, meditation, things like that. I think I actually have meditation listed twice here, but priming is a little bit different than meditation. Priming is actually a video by Tony Robbins that I like to follow along, and the meditation I have listed as something separate, just kind of quiet belly breaths. And I'm also looking at, am I reading my personal development books? Am I, listing my gratitudes, things of that nature. And then the other habits I'm tracking are going to be, how often am I waking up at 5 a.m? How often am I drinking my recharge like I should be to make sure my muscles are nice and refreshed? And how often am I rolling, using my foam roller, stretching, things of that nature. So I categorize them as you can see. So the movement is colored in blue. The green would be the food, the red, orange color is going to be my soul work, and then the pink color would be my habits. And then the very last thing I'm doing here is just making a little color-coded key for myself. So when I am filling out each habit that I'm tracking, I know what to color it in, or what color to color it in rather. So that is it, you guys. It's very, very simple, very self-explanatory, but I do like having it color coordinated like that. And I do like being very intentional, obviously, about the habits that I am going to be tracking for the month.
So I hope this video served you. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.